You leave. You close the tab, end the call, walk away from the job, the habit, the almost relationship. You say, "This time, I'm really done." For a while, you feel lighter. Then, one quiet night, the urge arrives. What if I just check? What if I just say hi? What if I go back just to see? Welcome back to the Infinite Return. This episode is called The Seduction of Going Back. It's about why, even after we step out of a pattern, some part of us reaches for the old doorway, and how to meet that pull without losing what we've already learned. Think of something you have left behind or tried to: a relationship, a group or community, a habit that numbed you, a version of yourself that lived on autopilot. You make the choice to step away. Days or weeks pass. You start to feel new space, more time, more silence, more uncertainty. Then suddenly, the old thing glows in your mind like a door you once knew by heart. You remember the good parts more than the cost. Your body leans toward it. This is the seduction of going back, not just to a person or habit, but to a known version of your life where the lines were already written. In that moment, the past doesn't just look familiar, it looks like relief. Imagine someone named Aratrika. After months of confusion, she ended a situationship that always kept her guessing. No clear promises, but strong words when it was convenient. She deleted the chat, muted the notifications, told her friends, "If I ever think of going back, remind me why I left." For a while it works. She sleeps better. Her mornings feel less heavy. Then, one rainy evening, a song they both loved plays unexpectedly in a cafe. Old memories rise, the warmth of being wanted, the late night conversations, the feeling of being chosen for a moment. At home, she opens the app. Their name sits there, still muted like a closed door. A thought appears. What if I just send one message, just to see how they are? It doesn't have to mean anything. Her chest tightens and softens at the same time. She can almost feel the old pattern reaching out like a hand. In that moment, the past is not just a memory, it's an invitation. When we look back, we rarely remember everything evenly. The mind edits, it brightens the comforting scenes and blurs the edges of the painful ones. You might remember the nights of deep conversation and forget the days of confusion. Remember the moments of recognition and forget the hours of waiting. Remember the stable paycheck and forget the constant dread. This is not you lying to yourself. It's a kind of emotional nostalgia, a longing not only for the person or place, but for who you were in that story. The one who was wanted, the one who had a clear role, the one who knew what tomorrow looked like even if it hurt. The unknown future can feel like an empty screen. The old chapter, however flawed, at least has familiar scenes. So going back is not just about returning to them, it's about returning to a version of yourself you know how to play. You're allowed to miss something deeply and still know that going back is not the same as going home. If you feel the pull to go back to a person, a habit, a role, you don't have to fight it in your head with vague arguments. You can give it a small, concrete ritual. Take a page or a note on your phone and make two simple headings: what I miss and what it cost me. Under what I miss, write honestly: the warmth, the routine, the feeling of belonging, the excitement, the way it filled your evenings. Under what it cost me, write just as honestly: the anxiety, the self doubt, the lost sleep, the way you shrank, the opportunities you said no to, the parts of yourself you muted. Let both lists exist on the same page. Then read them slowly. Ask yourself, if I go back, which of these costs am I truly willing to carry again? There is no need to dramatize. Just look. Sometimes seeing both columns together is enough to loosen the spell. Thank you for listening to The Seduction of Going Back, Episode 4: The Infinite Return. The urge to return to an old pattern or person is not proof that you are weak or that your decision to leave was wrong. It is a sign that you are human, that your body remembers comfort and story even when they were mixed with harm. You are allowed to pause at that old door, to feel the pull fully, and still keep walking. In our next episode, we'll explore living with the ghost of the old life. What happens after you don't go back, when memories and what ifs still visit you, and how to build a new story without erasing where you came from. Until then, maybe ask yourself, when the past feels golden, do I truly want that life back? Or just the parts of me that felt alive inside it?